Hey guys, I want to talk to you today about perpetual budget funding. Perpetual budget funding is obviously when some kind of 501c3 does not have to keep asking for donations. One-time donations are always a blessing. It blesses you to actually give, and it blesses them to receive. But I have the heart to try to create a budget that is funded perpetually. So it's been something I've been after for 10, 20 years. Feel like it's fallen into my lap here. So I have a way to do it, and we can kind of go into it just a bit. Funding your 501c3, perpetual budget funding. Now you can be the catalyst to bless your favorite charity. Fund your 501c3 once you are legal with the IRS. You don't have to have all the requirements like being a fully functional uh, charity that you need when you apply for grants. You can actually just get funded right now. So, want to talk to you about the program that I offer, and this is kind of just some numbers here. If we just take a look at, just grabbed off the internet, Grater's Ice Cream, they do $72 million. So their annual gross revenue is 72 million. Basically, the savings I can create for them is 864,000. They basically don't pay a penny, and they can donate 865,000 to the 864 to the charity of their choice. Well, let's just pick Habitat for Humanity. So here's how I found money of 297,000 for them and 864,000. I'm sorry, the savings for them on their credit card purchasing processing through our group is 864,000, and then the amount that they found for charity that's donated without them paying a penny is 297,000 per year. So this just assumes that out of all their revenues, 75% comes in credit cards. That's a monthly volume of 4.5 million. That's an annual of 54 million. Normally, most people we see have junk fees in there up to 2.9%. If you're on Square or PayPal, I mean, it could be 4%, and then they have a trick button. Oh, do you want the money right now? Another 1%. So they're getting 5% out of you. So this, if you're using Square, Paypal, or Stripe, the savings I showed you are actually double. I'm just being super conservative. So basically, if they're paying 2.9 in fees on average, which is what we typically see, they're spending on that 75% of the 72 million of income. Remember, we had gross annual revenues of 72 million. That company has 130,000 monthly in credit card fees, processing fees that they just can't stop. Annually, that's at 1.5 million gone to credit card processing fees. We normally cut out all the fat so nobody can ever come behind us. We just are not trying to make money there. We're trying to give. So we usually knock it down to about 0.13%. And that's kind of the average that we see. Every case is different. But the monthly is about 58,000 instead of 130. So you can see that we're creating 60 versus 130 roughly. So I'm saving 70,000 a month for this company and 700,000, 702 a year. So that is one case. Let's see. Church I go to, Zion, they're doing about. I think their annual budget is 776,000. So that was our church budget meeting. I don't know if if 75% comes from credit cards or text to give, but all these assumptions are just going to assume 75% credit cards. We can change that number if you know your exact percentage of income, gross revenues based on credit cards. But in that case, if they're doing 776,000 a year, 75% is coming through credit cards. We can save them 9,312 just by changing their merchant processors to this sharing the credit program. I'm thinking they might donate to the Normandy Project to focus on reducing human trafficking of people in the city of Columbus, Ohio. And right now, they would be paying their credit card volume per month would be 48,000 a month, 580,000 a year at 75%. If they're paying the typical 2.9%, that's a monthly outgo of 1,407, which we could make 631. It's an annual of 16,878, which we can make 7,000. So that's where your savings come through. So if you'd like me to run your numbers specifically to find out what you will look like, we'd like to do that for you and try to help you bless a charity. Okay? Thanks. Bye.